Hey garden maters, welcome to Corner Homestead. So I'm back in the kitchen finally, and I'm going to go ahead today and make a Mexican pizza casserole. It's not from anybody else's recipe, strictly from my own, but I've made it a few times and we really enjoy it. So let me show you exactly how I make it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, I have about little over 3 pounds of ground beef. And I'm going to go ahead and just get it into the pan so I can start getting it browned up. Okay, so it's about 2/3 of the way cooked. Now I'm going to go ahead and drain all of this greasy liquid out of here. Now that all of the grease is drained, I'll go ahead and let it brown up just a little bit more. Want to make sure it's well cooked. And of course, I'm going to chop it into smaller pieces. Don't want any big pieces in it either. Now, if you wanted to add green pepper and onion to this mixture, you certainly could. I'm not going to do it because I'm going to be using my homemade salsa, which already has green pepper and onions in it. All this really goodness in there. Oh, and I wish you could smell it. This I'll be using. But like I say, if you want to add green pepper and onion into your meat mixture, you can certainly do it. You make it your own. Give it that signature. Okay, so now that this is cooking, I'm going to add 3 taco seasoning bags because I have a little over 3 pounds of ground beef. I'm going to need at least 3 of them. You can add a 4th if you wanted, but I think the 3 should be okay. Make sure you get it all out. I'm going to add about a 1/2 cup of water to it. Give it a really good mix up here. You want to make sure it's very well combined. If you think you need a little bit more liquid, just add a little bit more water to it. But you don't want to put in too much. You want it to stay on the dry side. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, now we're going to have the fun of assembling it. Okay, so I have my 9x13 casserole dish, and I went ahead and sprayed it lightly with some cooking spray just because I don't want anything to stick. Now I'm going to take the large flour tortillas. These are more like for your burritos, but this is what I'm going to use, and we're going to line the bottom of the pan with the burritos. And as you can see, you won't need a whole lot because they're so big. You want it to come up the sides. But that is the beauty of them, with them being so large. You only need a couple. But I'm going to put one into the center as well, to give it a little bit of extra support. Now the next layer is I'm going to take 1/2 of the can of refried beans, spread it onto the bottom. Now with the beans, it's going to be a little difficult to spread, so you just want to get them in there the best you can. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, and that's good enough. Like I say, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's just going to all bake in the oven anyway. Now I'm going to take half of my jar of salsa. That becomes the next layer. If you haven't seen my video on how I make this salsa slash chow chow, oh, it's so good for so many things. But please go back and watch it. I'll leave a link to it at the end of this video. It's very easy to make. Okay, now we're going to take half of our meat mixture. And that is our next layer. In our next layer, I have the nacho and taco blend cheese. Gonna give it a nice coating. Okay, so now I have the yellow corn tortillas. These are the smaller ones that you would just use for a regular taco. So now these are going to be layered on to this, but you don't have to go up the sides. You just want them to be layered as well as you can get them. Feel free to pull them apart. You just want a nice little layer. There we go. Now again, we're going to repeat the process. We're going to put the other half of our refried beans onto this. And again, just spread them around as best as you can. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just going to make little dollops here and there. Oh, that moved. It really is hard to spread cold refried beans. Good enough. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. And our other half of our salsa. Now, of course, if you don't have your own homemade salsa, just get a jar from the grocery store, any flavor you would like. Now, when I make my salsa, of course, I make it like a mild because I don't really want the heat. And now we're going to add more of the meat mixture. You want to put the other half of the meat mixture on, if you can get it in. Sometimes I can't get it all, so we'll see. I think it'll be no problem getting it in. Yeah. Put the rest of your meat mixture on there. Oh, it smells so good. And now we're going to add another layer of cheese. This time I'm just going to use some sharp cheddar cheese. And you don't want to make it too thick. Just want to give it a little sprinkle. I am dropping cheese all over the place. Oh my goodness, that's a crime. I can't do that. Tony will be the first one up here saying, oh. The boy loves his cheese. So this is it for now. One other thing, you want to cover it with tin foil. So now that it's ready for the oven, we're going to put it in at 350 degrees for about 30 to 45 minutes. But give it a peek in about 30 minutes. And we're not done with it yet. When it comes out of the oven, we'll do our final step. So now that it's in the oven and it's baking, we're going to go ahead and shred some lettuce, and chop up some tomatoes. Okay, so it has been 45 minutes and it's perfectly done. Brown on the bottom, beautiful on the top. Now this is where it can get a little bit different. Usually if I'm serving this to a big crowd and I know it's all going to get ate up on that same day, so I would top it with lettuce, tomato, and sour cream, and then you would serve it. Now because I know this is not all going to get ate up in just this one day, we're going to put the lettuce, tomato, and sour cream on top after we cut a piece and put it onto our plate. But I wish you could smell it. Smells divine. So once it's cut, oh, I really wish you could smell it. So I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit of everything, of course. Tomato. I can't get the lettuce. Come on. Ooh. 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 Mmm. Sour cream on me. That is so good. So good. To me, it doesn't taste like a Mexican pizza. It just tastes like a big, beautiful taco. It is so good. Taco Supreme because of the sour cream. Really, really, really good. There ain't a high enough grade to give this dish. I just think it is so good. So I hope you give it a try, and if so, please comment below and let me know what you think of it. I think it is a quick and easy way to get supper on the table, and it is just so good. I think the entire family will love it, especially if you love going to that taco place, you know what I mean? Last time I got a taco from Taco Bell, it was so chinchy. I swore I'd never go back, and I haven't. Homemade is always better. So I hope you give it a try. So thank you all for joining me. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. Love to have you as part of the community. Love to watch the Garden Maters grow. So until next time, I love you all. Take care. God bless. And I'll see you on the next video. You know I'm going to eat it all. I didn't think I would. But I'm gonna. So just for the record, I didn't eat all of it that was on my plate. I just got way too full. But let me show you. Here's what's left. It's just a little over half of the pan. Still very warm. Tony even gave it an A+ too. I guess I did okay. Tomorrow's supper. Even Schmoopy liked it. I put a little bit in with her dog food. All gone.